This is Bomb Hoops Podcast.
Okay, so let's move on to the winners from the Western Conference. Unang-una na dyan is the Phoenix Suns na pinapakita ni Chris Paul na magaling pa rin siya.
Chris Paul is still the point guard of the NBA.
And sobrang perfect ng match niya with with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Kasi he can have solid pick and rolls with DeAndre Ayton. Tapos afford na ni Devin Booker na maging off-ball player. Hindi na siya yung lagi may hawak ng bola. And maganda 'yon kasi mas spread out na yung defense. Hindi na nakafocus kay Devin Booker yung defenders ng kalaban.
Plus, yung impact ni Chris Paul on the defensive end, malaking bagay yun for Devin Booker is not really considered a great defensive player. Tsaka yung pagdidirect niya ng offense, malaking bagay yun para sa Phoenix Suns. Yes, Rubio was a great player for the Phoenix Suns, pero it shows the difference between a starter and a superstar.
And ayun nga, itong si Chris Paul, lahat ng team na sinalihan niya, nagpe-playoffs. So, let's see kung totoo pa rin ba yan sa Phoenix Suns. Pero, judging from what I've seen so far, perhaps they can be a number 5 seed in the East, in the West rather.
And then, gaya nga na sinabi mo, never napunta sa losing team tong si Chris Paul. And considering nga na at a young age, he was considered to be an MVP level player. Ngayon, 35 na siya. He's still playing at that level. I don't see why not na magiging magiging playoff team sila.
So, another name to mention for the Phoenix Suns is si Mikal Bridges.
Averaging 15.3 points per game and the second leading scorer sa team nila.
Ayan, so far not bad. Ang maganda kasi dito kay Mikal Bridges, he's a player na kailangan mo sa isang team in order for you to win. Someone who can defend, who can match up with the best player of the other team, and at the same time hit 3-point shots.
And same could be said for Cam Johnson, who's playing really well for the Phoenix Suns na I think he's a starter, tama ba? And he's doing his job to be a stretch four naman na he's a shooter, same time he can play defense. Para siyang Juwan Howard para sa akin.
So, for the Phoenix Suns naman, I think kailangan lang mag-step up pa ni Devin Booker. Kasi wala pa yung yung explosive self niya na nakikita natin lagi na yung naka 70 points, yung bigla na lang to 30 points out of nowhere. Hindi pa natin nakikita yun
Yep. And I think as the season progresses talaga, most of the star players would be starting somewhere in this level na medyo tahimik yung laro nila. Kasi they're still catching up from the short off season.
Okay.
So, for our next winner naman, although quote-unquote winner to ito yung the Los Angeles Clippers, who are currently the number 1 seed in the West and the 5-2 record.
So, notable win nga nila is opening night. Tinambakan nila yung Lakers. So, parang ganun ka bigat yung magnitude ng panalo na yun. Na, syempre, kaka-champion lang ng Lakers and ring ceremony ng Lakers yun. And they made a statement na, uy, hindi pa kami laos, nandito pa kami. So, ayun, and si Paul George, he's making it known na worth it yung max contract na binigay sa kanya.
Yep. And he's had a string of 30-point games ng mga nakarang games niya. Although, yun nga, merong asterisk tong pagiging winner ng Clippers for the season because of how they lost to the Mavs. Porzingis less Mavs na natalo sila ng 50 points.
Yeah. And nakakatawa pa dun, kahit hindi na score yung Dallas Mavericks for the whole second half. Panalo pa din sila. So, ganun kasama. And kahit sabihin mo wala si Kawhi Leonard nung game na yun, it's unacceptable
And
to lose. Yeah.
it speaks volumes kung ano ba yung team nila as of now.
Yeah. Kasi they needs a steady hand talaga. And yun na yung nagiging criticism sa kanila nung off-season na wala silang playmaker. Kumbaga wala nagsa-steady ng offense sa kanila. So ayan, that's a major concern for the LA Clippers moving forward. Kailangan talaga nila ng point guard who can facilitate. And there are rumors nga na interested sila na kunin si George Hill from the OKC Thunder. So ayun, it's a good it would be a good addition kasi George Hill is a veteran, steady hand, and nakapunta na ng finals to, and marami nang pinagdaanan to sa career niya. So it would be a good addition for the LA Clippers kung mapupunta doon si George Hill.
Yep. So, ayun, let's move on naman sa special mentions ng West. First off would be the New Orleans Pelicans, who are currently in 4-2, led by Brandon Ingram, who's still playing at an all-star level and I think better than the prior season.
Tapos, syempre nga, everyone's favorite, Zion Williamson. Nagpapakilala talaga siya sa NBA na hindi fluke yung ginawa niya last season. And pinapakita niya yung quality niya na he's an unstoppable force inside. Though I would like to see more shooting from him kasi masyado siyang undersized for a 4 or a 5. Standing at 6'6", medyo vertically challenged siya when matching up with the other bigs in the paint.
Pero given his size and athleticism, kitang-kita mo talaga pagka nag-hustle play siya na hindi mo siya mapipigilan Dahil na yung mga putbacks niya, mga drop step niya, sobrang hirap pigilan.
So, another X factor for the Pelicans is si Lonzo Ball, na ang ganda so far na pinapakita niya. He has been steady with the 3-point shot so far. Na nakita natin before masuspend yung NBA season last year. So, nakakatuwa na nakikita natin yung ganong level of play ni Lonzo Ball kasi marami nagsasabi na bust siya for the number 2 pick and hindi siya magli-live sa hype. Pero so far, maganda naman yung pinapakita niya. And another major addition niya is si Eric Bledsoe, one of the best defensive point guards in the league.
Plus, he's showing na he's still a valuable player in terms of scoring and playmaking. Na nasusupplant niya yung lack of half-court playmaking ni Lonzo. Although personally, I think Stan Van Gundy should have Bledsoe coming off the bench and having JJ Redick starting for the Clippers, for the Pelicans para mas malaki yung spacing nila. Plus, ma-develop ni Lonzo further yung half-court playmaking niya. Pero so far, it's working well for them.
Yeah, and subok na coach tong si Stan Van Gundy. Marami na rin pinagdaanan to. And not to mention nga, dinala niya yung Orlando Magic sa finals ng 2009. So, that speak volumes sa quality of coaching niya.
And maybe down the line, we could expect Zion Williamson turning to something like a Dwight Howard of the future. Given yung change nga natin to a more positionless style of basketball.
Yeah. And not to mention pala si Steven Adams. He has been a good upgrade from Derek Favors last season. Kasi mas malaki. Tapos
mas athletic.
Solid yung mga screen na pinapakita, binibigay niya kay Lonzo and kay Bledsoe. So plus yung mga off-ball screens na ginagamit ni JJ Redick para makakuha ng mga 3-point shots.
And also Ingram was actually playing more, nakikita na natin yung comparisons kung bakit siya tinawag na the next Kevin Durant. And I think 3 years from now, he might be one of the best players talaga in the NBA.
Yeah, and with Kevin Durant aging, baka eto na yung passing of the torch, kumbaga.
And then, let's move to the next honorable mention, which is the Lakers. And kaya naman napasok yung Lakers dito because of their start na 5-2 rin. Yung question marks lang is they're 5-2 pero hindi man lang sila nag-effort to be a 5-2 team.
And ako supposedly ina-expect ko na magsisimula sila 10-0, yung mga ganong level na start. Kasi ganun sila kalakas And sobrang surprisingly good yung fit ng mga bagong players nila sa team. Like Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, and even Marc Gasol na medyo matanda na. Pero pinapakita pa rin yung quality niya.
Plus the emergence of one Taylor Horton Power na in spurts has shown his value as a rotation player.
Pero kaya natin siya nababa dito sa special mentions instead of winners kasi medyo down yung stats ni AD. Medyo down din yung stats ni LeBron. Pero it could also be attributed kasi nga mas lumakas sila overall. So mas konti yung kailangan na output nung dalawang superstar players nila. Which is beneficial kung ang habol na nila agad is the playoffs.
Plus, yun nga, given the short off season, itong star players natin, during the playoffs, nakita natin ilang beses silang bumagsak, ilang beses nagkaroon ng injury scares. So, I think they're still mending some injuries. Kaya medyo iba yung style of play nila, iba yung attempts nila inside, iba yung attack nila sa laro ngayon. Especially LeBron, who's still mending a sore ankle. Dala nung ankle sprain niya nung nakaraang 2 games prior, in previous games.
So, ayun nga. And isa sa mga notorious na bumabagsak is si Anthony Davis nga. Every jump shot niya, minsan natutumba siya. So, as a Laker fan, medyo kinakabahan ako pag napapaganon siya.
Wala namang game na hindi tumamba si Davis, tapos kinabahan tayo lahat.
And I think opening night ata yun, or their second game, na merong loose ball. Tapos tinakbo ni AD, medyo kinabahan ako doon. So, ayun, sana walang masamang mangyari kay AD. Pero looking at the Lakers, kahit mawala si LeBron or si AD, ang lakas pa rin Parang
talagang malakas yung lineup nila. Wala tayong there's no words to describe how strong this lineup is talent-wise. And yung fit nila is there. And kahit nga hindi sila nag-e-effort, 5-2 sila. So what more pagbuo na yung chemistry nila and it's playoff time.
So, ayun, I think the only way na magiging disappointed yung mga Laker fans is pag hindi sila nag-champion this year. Kasi parang sila na heavy favorites So far, judging from sa season, I'll put them over the Brooklyn Nets kasi sobrang ganda talaga ng pinapakita nila.
And they're not, hindi sila nag-e-effort to be this good.
Okay.
So, okay, let's move to the losers naman. The biggest loser for the West would be the Denver Nuggets. Na prior to this season was a 2 seed.
So, I actually expected the Denver Nuggets to have the same the same level of play ng Lakers or ng Clippers. Kasi ganun kaganda yung pinakita nila nung bubble So, pero doon na makikita yung yung mga nawala sa team nila. Like si Mason Plumlee and si Jeremy Grant nga. Na sobrang ganda ng numbers, 20 plus points per game siya in ngayon. In the Detroit Pistons. So, ganun kalaki yung nawala sa kanila. And Jamichael Green just won't cover yung hole na naiwan ni Jeremy Grant dun sa lineup nila.
For sure. And yun nga, meron pa rin inconsistencies in players nila. Particularly Michael Porter Jr. na expected to be a star player moving forward. And right now, hindi siya I don't know if it's a lack of opportunities, pero he needs to take that playing time from Will Barton na if he wants to prove that he is a star player. And I think yung part na kailangan niya improve to be a part of the starting lineup is his defense.
Ayan. So, pero knowing Coach Mike Malone, hindi niya hayaan na ganyan yung mangyayari. And today nga lang, nanalo sila. So, perhaps ito na yung start ng winning streak na inaantay natin from them. And masyadong magaling si Jokic tsaka si Jamal Murray for them to struggle like this.
Yes, definitely.
And Pero ang ine-expect ko magpapakita is si Bol na hindi pa natin masyado nakikita yung effect niya sa team. Ine-expect ko nga sabi nga niya ang goal niya is to be the rookie of the year this season, and so far hindi pa niya pinapakita sa atin yun.
And tignan lang natin, baka magbago na yung rotations ni Mike Malone, and baka kita natin na mas madalas si Bol dahil na pagka kailangan magpahinga ni Jokic given nga yung short off season. Ayun, so for special mention naman sa mga losers, it would be the Mavs and Portland Trail Blazers. The Mavs, special mention kasi wala nang Porzingis, so expected naman na mag-struggle sila, pero medyo talagang malala yung struggle nila.
Tapos yung Portland Trail Blazers nga, isa pa sa mga special mentions natin. Sa sobrang solid na team nila kasi healthy na si Nurkic. Tapos na-resign nila si Melo.
Plus they have Covington.
Yeah, Robert Covington na one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Ang nangyari pa is nandun pa si CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard na parang wala naman nagbago sa kanila.
Garrett Trent, Rodney Hood, they have Zach Collins, tapos meron pa silang Enes Kanter as a 6-man.
Though ayun nga, shoutout nga pala kay Steph Curry na nag-62 points kanina. Kaya siguro hindi naman ganun ka-loser talaga yung Portland. And let's face it guys, kung hindi nag-62 points si Curry, chances are panalo Portland. Yeah. So, okay, let's move on to our breakout players, mga players na medyo nag-surprise sa atin or who are actually performing better than what we expected. Unahin na natin syempre si Kevin Durant na hindi natin nakakalain babalik agad yung MVP form niya.
Yep. Kevin Durant in the past 6 games nila has been revelation talaga for the Brooklyn Nets. Na although expected naman natin KD to be a superstar, dito yung in-expect natin na ganito na siya kagaling agad. We were expecting somewhat 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Pero hindi he's averaging above 25 points per game. And he's putting up MVP stats.
Yun nga lang, na-mintis na yung easy na jump shot niya kanina. So, ayun, pero jokes aside, solid to si Durant Hindi ko rin in-expect na ganito kabilis yung magiging recovery niya na makabalik dun sa sa way of play niya from his Warriors days.
And so, coming from an Achilles injury na usually career ender. And at his advanced, hindi naman advanced age, pero being at the bad side of 30, naka-recover pa rin siya.
So, ayun nga. Pero one thing I noticed is mas nagiging reliant na siya sa jump shot kesa sa mga drives. Though he still drives, pero I think signs of aging na yun for a player na mas nagre-rely na siya sa jump shot. I'm not saying na he's getting worse. I'm saying na he's transitioning his game already.
Similar to how Kobe changed from a slasher to a jump shooter.
Yeah, and Paul George after nung freak accident niya, parang in-adjust niya yung laro niya and he even became a better player.
And another player na nag-break out for this season coming from a similar injury to KD is John Wall, who's putting up a monster stats of 28 points, 22 points, 10 assists, 6 assists.
So, for John Wall naman, and syempre yung dynamic duo niya sama na natin si Christian Wood. Itong duo ng Houston Rockets, solid. Kasi si John Wall, judging from sa manner of injury niya, delikado Parang, alam mo yung na Achilles, tas nadulas siya, na-turn ACL sa bahay. Yung mga ganong injury. Nakakatakot yung mga ganon. And for some players, career ending na. Alam naman natin yung nangyari kay Derrick Rose, diba? So, kay John Wall, buti na lang, he took the time last season na magpahinga talaga.
And to train para makabalik sa form niya. And I think he's a better player now, personally, I think he's a better player, a better decision maker.
Yeah, and may shooting na rin eh. Hindi natin nakita yan dati sa kanya nung nasa nung before siya magka-injury nun.
Iba talaga tol si gang sign ball. Plus yun nga, bagay silang magkasama ng Christian Wood.
Kasi si Christian Wood, judging from his play sa Pistons, alam natin na gagaling siya. Kasi yung style of play niya, sobrang futuristic, big that runs the floor, shoots threes, and finishes well in the rim, plus the rim protection niya. Parang he's all you can ask for a big man. So,
yeah. So, hopefully, mag-progress ng mas mabuti tong Rockets team na to. And maybe they can make James Harden stay.
So, next nga is yung kaka 62 points lang kanina is si Steph Curry.
Proving the doubters wrong talaga tong si Steph Curry na after mag-comment ni Damian Lillard na he's not getting the same looks since from 4 or 5 years ago kasi nga mas mahina na yung team niya. He just put up 62 points on Damian Lillard mismo.
And shoutout nga pala kay Damian Lillard and in-acknowledge naman niya and kinoment niya si Steph Curry dun sa performance niya. So pero it's not much of a surprise for me kasi from the start in-expect ko na talaga magiging MVP caliber player tong si Steph Curry.
It's just that yun nga parang nagulat tayo given yung poor start niya na he's shooting around 30% from 3. Tapos yung team nila is went 0-3 for the start. So ngayon pala sila nakakabawi. So yun, malaking tulong yun para sa kanila. And moving forward, I think ito talaga yung kailangan nilang gawin with the Warriors. Steph taking 20 to 30 shots per game just for them to have a chance to win.
And bumalik na rin kasi si Draymond Green. So medyo mapapaganda na yung shot selection ni Steph Curry kasi they can afford na maglaro na lang off-ball si Steph Curry tapos Draymond Green be the primary playmaker para sa team nila.
Sana makatulong din sa kay Kelly Oubre yung playmaking ni Draymond Green kasi sobrang sama na talaga.
Ayan. Pero si Andrew Wiggins medyo umaayos na rin yung laro niya so far. So, ayun, sana bumalik siya dun sa Timberwolves form niya para naman ma-fulfill yung potential.
Other special performers or rising players sa NBA today are Terry Rozier and Markelle Fultz. Terry Rozier is averaging 20 points per game. Although mababa yung assists and rebounds, given nga na undersize siya, pero the fact na is averaging 20 points per game means a lot. Plus, exciting panoorin tong Hornets team na to even though they have a losing record.
Plus, syempre, nandyan pa si LaMelo Ball na magbibigay ng mga magagandang pasa sa kanya and perhaps catch and shoot threes.
Siya ang rookie of the year ko for now in this short season.
And we will discuss the rookies after this episode. So stay tuned lang kayo, guys. So anyway, for Markelle Fultz naman, ayan, my guy for the most improved player. Yung stats niya is okay lang, pero he's one of the leaders nung Orlando Magic sa franchise best start nila na 4-0. So medyo nagso-slow down na nga lang sila and they currently have a 2-game losing streak right now. Pero they started out as 4-0 tapos yan 4-2. And being the primary ball handler nung team nila, with the exception of perhaps Cole Anthony, okay siya. He can pass the ball, he can score, and natututo na rin tong shumut si Markelle Fultz. So kung pwedeng gawin din ni Ben Simmons yun, mas okay. So,
and ako personally, nanginaya ako ba't siya pinakawalan ng Sixers for draft picks.
Yeah. Pero I can understand kasi medyo magka-clog nga yung lane with Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz as their primary ball handler. Pero so far maganda yung nagiging fit ni Markel Fultz, and definitely a contender for the most improved player so far.
So ayan, lastly for this episode, we will have to focus on the underachievers ng season na to. And that is Pascal Siakam, Devonte Graham, and Anthony Davis.
So, ayun nga, nasabi nga natin kanina when we covered the Raptors. Yung success kasi ng Raptors, linear yan sa magiging success ni Pascal Siakam. Kung hindi magiging maganda yung laro ni Siakam, being their best player, for sure, papangit din yung magiging performance ng Toronto Raptors. And they really have to figure it out.
Currently, walang-wala yung laro ni Pascal Siakam this season compared dun sa nakaraang season. Kumbaga, extension to nung playoff blunder niya against the Miami Heat. Against the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. So,
and it shows na Pascal Siakam still needs to work a lot on his game. Na ngayon na wala na si Ibaka, wala na si Marc Gasol to help him on the defensive side and maybe give him more space sa offensive side. Nakikita na yung lack of offensive skill set niya.
So, and they need someone who can unclog the lane for Siakam inside para may room siya to operate. Kasi wala na si Ibaka, wala na yung 3-point shooting na big man. Wala na rin si Marc Gasol na kaya rin shoot ng tres. So, kailangan nila gumawa ng adjustments for that.
And I think Chris Boucher is the way for this to happen. Aaron Baines is a good player. He's a starter level player, a starting center. Pero there needs to be a change, and I think Chris Boucher is a better shooter.
So moving to to Devonte Graham, I think hindi naman ganun ka underachiever to. This is a product of a loaded backcourt for the for the Charlotte Hornets. You have LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier nga na nagpapakita ngayon, Malik Monk, tapos si Devonte Graham. So I understand kung bakit nahihirapan si Devonte Graham so far, and I think this is part of the adjustment period niya for his team. And
for a shooter as good as him, I think makapag-adjust to given na meron silang playmaker tulad ni LaMelo Ball. And maybe midway into the season makapag-adjust na siya, and I expect him to put up same numbers from last year.
Kasi sabi nga natin, he got robbed of the Most Improved Player Award. So, ngayon dapat patunayan niya na
he deserves the most improved player.
Yeah, and I can remember dun sa isang video natin, bro, siya yung pick mo to be the most improved player of the year this year.
Yeah.
So, yan, kailangan talaga niya mag-step up para mag-live siya to the hype and prove to the world na hindi siya one-hit wonder.
Ayun, so yung isa pa naming underachiever would be Anthony Davis na prior to the start of the season was expected to take the rings na from LeBron James in LA and be the MVP of the team. Pero so far, it's still LeBron James. It's still his team. It's still him, the king na nagli-lead dun sa buong team nila.
Pero I can attribute yung nangyayari kay Anthony Davis. Una, because of the loaded LA Lakers roster. Hindi niya kailangan score, hindi niya kailangan rebound masyado. I think ang kailangan niya talagang gawin is to defend. Dapat yun yung number one priority niya. So, pero ganun kalakas yung Lakers na they can afford their best player to have a so-so game lang. Tapos, and still be successful. So, sabi nga natin earlier, hindi pa full force tong LA Lakers. Syempre, kaka-champion lang and with a shortened of season, nagpapahinga pa yung mga yan. So, I expect them to build their rhythm up by next month siguro. By February.
And I think this would be a really strong team moving forward. Since ito si Anthony Davis, even though he's having mediocre for his standards so far season, moving down the line, itong si Anthony Davis would be, I think, an MVP candidate again.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've covered na yung so far yung tingin natin sa NBA season. Again, this is Jem and ito yung partner ko si Jello, and we are Palm Hoops Podcast. make sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe para naman maabot namin yung goal namin na 1,000 subscribers. So, we'll see you in the next episode.